Hello friends, in today's lesson we're going to build a new module that adds records to a model. For example, we are in the sales module, in the customers. Right now we see 2 customers, but when we install our new module, we're going to see 4 customers. Our new module is gonna add 2 more customers. So I went ahead and made this new module called add records, and when I install it we should see 2 more customers, and we're gonna have a total of 4 customers. So let's go ahead and install the module. And I'm gonna go to customers and I'm gonna refresh the page. And we see 2 new customers right here. And these 2 customers were added by installing the new module, and we're going to build a new module next. So to begin, we're going to make a new module, and I have a module template right here, so I'm just gonna copy it to my local add-ons folder, and I'm gonna rename it to add records. And I'm gonna go to Visual Studio and see it right here. So this models folder we're not going to need. And this init file we're also not going to need. And views, we could rename it to data. And I'm going to add a link to the data folder on the manifest. And on the data folder, we're going to have an XML file called customers XML. And this module is going to depend on sale management, and contacts. And this name for the module, we can give it add records. And we can save this. And the images, we could put them on a separate folder. So I'm going to make a static folder. And inside that static folder, I'll make a source folder. And inside that, a binary folder. And that's the location where I'm gonna put the images. I had the images right here. So I'm just gonna go to static source binary, and I'm going to put the images right there. And on the data folder, I'm going to have my customer XML file. And in there, I'm going to use the Odoo tags. And since we're going to add 2 customers, we need 2 records. And for each record, we need to give it an ID. So I'm just gonna name this add umbrella to partners. And this is going to be for the res.partner model. And we're going to add many fields, so I'm just gonna add a lot of fields. I'm just gonna copy this. And I'm gonna copy these fields and put it on the next record. And for this record, I'm also gonna give it an ID. And this one's gonna be add bolt tag to partners. And the model's gonna be res.partner. These IDs can be whatever we want, so let's go back to the customers form just to like get an idea of the fields that are there. So this is the name field, and it also has like a phone field, email, street, city, state ID, zip, country, and it has other fields. So let's begin filling this. The name field, we're gonna give it umbrella corporation. That's going to be our partner. And then there's also like a phone field. And we could just give it whatever. telephone number. It's not a real corporation, it's a video game corporation, so it doesn't matter. Then there's the email. Umbrella at gmail.com. Then for street, Paraguas Street, city, Raccoon City. So for state ID, that's a many to one field, and that field is related to the res country state model. This state ID let's go to settings real quick. And technical. Models. res.partner. State ID is many to one and is related to this model res country state. So we want the state of Colorado, so this field has to have a value of 14. I went to the database to get this ID because I wanted the state of Colorado, so you need a 14 there. And for zip, we can give whatever. And country ID is also a many to one field that is related to the res country model. And if we want United States for a country, we have to give it a value of 233. That's the ID for United States in the res country model. And this is important. Next we need another field which is customer rank. This customer rank field is on the res.partner model, and if we want our res.partner to be regarded as a customer, like the customer rank field, this field has to have a value of 1 or higher. It has to be bigger than 0, so we could just give it a 1. Like if this is 0, the partner is not gonna be counted as a customer, and it's not going to appear here on the customers section. So we need to give it a value of 1 or higher. It can't be 0. Next, we're going to add an image like this one. So if we click on the partner, this is a film and it's image underscore 1920. So we write that here, image 1920, and we need to give this field an attribute type and a value of base 64. And we have to do this because we're going to store image data in base 64 format, and base 64 is used to encode binary data like images into a text format. And finally, we need another attribute, the file attribute, and we just basically give it a path where the image is. So it'll be file, and then it'll be add records, the name of the module, static src binary, and then the name of the image, umbrella JPEG. And I think that's everything for this record, so they just fill this information for the next record. So this will be name, and the name of the company is Baltic, and we give it a phone, could be anything. Email, baltic@gmail.com. Next, street, city, Washington DC, state ID, so we want District of Columbia, and that's on the rest country state. And if we want District of Columbia, this field has to be a value of 17. That's the ID on rest country state for District of Columbia. And we give it a zip. Could be anything. And the same with country ID. It's United States, so we give it 233. That would be a good lesson for me to show how to run SQL queries to get these numbers like 233 for United States in the rest country model. I think maybe like maybe I should do a lesson about that because it'll be useful. Then customer rank, give it 1, and then image 19, 20, type base 64. File, we give it the path. I'm just gonna copy this to here. And I'm just gonna use this name, bolt tech underscore logo png. So that's a lot of typing, so hopefully there's no errors. I guess for this we can just write it like this. So let's hope that I didn't make an error. I'm gonna save this. I see an error. I put an S here. So I'm just gonna take that out. And I'm gonna save this. So I'm gonna stop the service. Start it again. And I'm going to go to apps and try to install the module. So I see the module right here, and I'm gonna refresh the customers page. So we see 2 customers, and I'm going to try to install the module to see the new customers that we just added. Umbrella Corporation and Baltic. So let's try to install it and let's hope that we don't see any errors. I'm gonna go back to customers, refresh the page, and let's hope that we see the new 2 customers. Here they are. Umbrella Corporation, and you see the image right here. And Baltic. And that is the lesson. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day.